skate on this session.
Welcome back to the Point Marine Podcast. I'm Bert.
Kenshaba.
Scott Ballz.
Let's get right into these astronauts. How do you spell astronaut?
ASTRONOT.
N-O-T.
Can you imagine going to school for like 30? Like you did like a stint in the army. You're like a fucking ranger because they got to do everything, right?
Yeah.
And then they got to study for like you have to be like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
You have to study astrophysics.
And then
These dumbass chicks fucking call themselves that. We should be called astronauts. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, you took a ride.
You're not the first one to do it though.
You went on a ride.
You didn't do anything.
yeah, you took a ride.
And that's what I was telling you. I was like, Jackass went to space. The dude from Red Bull jumped out.
Oh yeah, he did the highest skydive of all time. Yeah.
You went out there and showed the camera a daisy, and then you came back and kissed the ground. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude.
I told you this before. I texted you guys or something. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos did this just for the
Just
memes.
for the memes. Imagine having that type of
He's
money
like, I'm
to do
bored.
that.
I'm gonna create some of the best memes ever. Best TikToks and best Instagram reels ever.
Dude, they ran through for a whole week, right? When did this happen?
They're still going. They're still. I mean,
It's still going,
The memes
yeah.
and the reels are still happening.
Good.
It's still going.
It's amazing.
It's
I love it.
fucking
I'm here for it.
hilarious. They do deserve it.
They do because, dude, I'm sorry, man. Come back and be humble.
I
Don't
was
come
just about
back
to say that.
acting
Just
like
say, hey, this was really cool.
that was awesome.
Don't act like you
I'm
fucking
so happy
changed
I
the
got
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I got this. I got to experience this because I know a lot of
Show
people
some
won't ever even.
appreciation. Don't act like because you went up there, it's fucking like some kind of fucking feat.
Did you see? I guess you know how Wendy's on Twitter is like kind of like brutal.
Yes.
Apparently,
Like send them back. What do you say?
he said send Katy Perry back. Like, can we send Katy Perry back?
Send them all back.
Send them all back.
Send
Shut
them
the
all
fuck
back.
up.
Especially
Dude,
that
it's like-
Muppet wife of his.
Oh man,
Ugh.
she does look like that fucking Muppet, dude.
She's
Seriously does.
weird looking, man. God.
Yeah, it's just
It sucks to say, and it sucks that they need that. Like,
She was so hot before.
yeah.
She was beautiful before that. Before she did all that shit to her face.
Yeah.
Now she looks like the fucking drummer from the Muppets. No, not the drummer. The guitar player
Animal?
from the Muppets. Animal was the drummer.
Animal
Yeah.
was the drummer. Yeah,
It was
I
the
forget.
the chick Muppet. I think she played the guitar or bass. Probably a bassist. They usually suck.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, it's just like the level of being. It's like this is the epitome of being out of touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you think you graced space with your presence. Like you think
Like all the
things
aliens
are
went
di-
to see you.
Yeah, like shit's different now because you went there. He didn't even go there. He went to like the border of it and like turned right back the fuck around and
The
came down.
whole
Like,
thing was 11 minutes.
You could have ordered a pizza and it wouldn't have even been there.
A pizza would take longer. Fuck.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yo,
Oh my
for
God.
real though.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like I'm in disbelief. Like I still can't believe that this is America.
yeah, dude.
I can.
I can.
I'm
I
just
believe
saying,
anything
it's
now.
$6.3 billion they spent.
Was that how much it was?
$6.3 billion.
God, to send those
Billion.
bozos
$billion
to space.
Why is it?
And then like I told you, Gayle King acts like she's like, oh, you've never been to space. That's what I tell these critics that are trashing
Imagine
our
saying
experience.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, bet you don't have $6.2 billion. It's not like it was
Right.
your money. You went up there for free.
What an asshole.
When you've never been to space.
Okay,
But what did you do?
This is
What
what I
does
would
that
ask
mean?
them.
Yeah, what did you accomplish?
You
Like,
didn't do anything.
what's different now? What's
No,
what's
but-
better about the world since you guys took your ride? And if it was a man, you wouldn't call it a ride. If we were men, they wouldn't call it a ride.
Yes, they would.
Yes.
exactly.
No one from Jackass is saying they're astronauts.
Nobody even remembers the Jackass brand.
Exactly.
Because they didn't fucking say anything.
Steve-O's not calling himself an astronaut, let me tell you.
He's probably like, I appreciate it. I'll never do it again because I
Right.
got sick.
Yep.
Right.
Whatever. Like
Bro.
you said, if they would have been humble and been like, hey,
I wish
man,
all those
this is
chicks
cool.
got up there and shit their pants.
Yeah.
That's what I wish happened.
Well, you never know. They had those jumpsuits.
Live
Yeah, they
stream.
might have.
They might have shit
They
their
might have.
pants.
It's all brown stains everywhere.
Gail's definitely at the shit your pants age.
She is. Yeah.
Oh my god, that would have been even better if she would have came down. She was like, I just shit my pants.
That would have been great.
And you'd have been the greatest person to ever go to space.
100%.
Instead of saying, have you ever been to space?
I feel like they've hardly been to space, though. I feel like it's like a.
That's what he said. He went to the border
Yeah, they
of
went
space.
to like the border of it.
That's
I
what
forget
I'm
what it's
saying. All
called.
right,
It's
time
like
out.
it's like this barrier. I forget what it's called, but that's where they went and like turned right back around.
This is the way I look at it. Okay, so I went to Italy once, right? And I had a layover in Germany. I didn't say, "Hey,
You've never been to
I've been to Germany."
Yeah, right.
Like when
right.
people like, I was like, they're like, "Where you been in Europe?" I'm like, "Well, I had a layover in Germany. That doesn't count."
Right. The Germany airport.
Yeah.
Shit, like, yeah.
Yeah. I ate Wiener Schnitzel in the fucking airport in Munich.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Or when Tom Segura made that joke when he was like, people try to relate to you. And he was like, just because you're you. And he's like, where are you coming from? He's like, LA. He's like, oh, I got family in Denver. And he's like, cool. Look,
Right, like,
what
what?
does that mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. This is America, man. This is so crazy. It's just we get reminded every day with shit. Like, there's new shit every day to remind us of how fucked this place has become.
By the way, I was in Germany a lot longer than they were in space. So that's when I make that point again.
You're German now.
There goes your humbleness.
According
Just
to
threw it out
them,
the window.
according
All
to
I'm
them,
saying is, I'm a world traveler.
yeah, based on their logic,
two countries in one
you're
trip.
a world traveler, you're German. So
Fucking assholes.
It's like I went to 2 countries in one trip.
I did, dude. I did shit in 3 countries in one day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My stomach was not feeling great.
I'm more impressed that you shit 3 times in a day.
Yeah, right?
It's not normal for me, but it was kind of
Hey,
cool
man,
because I got to say I
there's
shit in
the
3 countries in one
there's
day.
the time zones. You don't know.
Transatlantic shitter.
Yeah.
It's continental shitter.
Transatlantic, baby. Love it.
Oh, my goodness.
Intercontinental shitter.
Continental shitter.
What about your boy? Your boy can't read all of a sudden? How do you feel about that?
Who's that? We can't read.
Trump.
You can't read?
That's what they said.
Wait, what? I didn't. I
You
missed
never
it.
heard any of it?
No,
Oh,
what's
my
this?
God,
I've been kind
dude.
of out of it.
I can't read good.
Terrible. Listen,
Can't read.
first
dude.
they had a clip that was I think it was unaired. It was Pete Davidson saying that he doesn't think he can read because at the table read, he didn't read any of it. He would just say, it looks good here. Like, and if he can read, he can't, I guess, deduce tone out of it. Because he gave an example about like saying Scott has crazy legs. Like the way you're supposed to say it, it's not like the way Trump said it was calling Scott crazy legs. Like that's not the tone that was in the paper or whatever.
Yeah,
But he's like, I don't think he can read, right? So then they had that guy visit, and he was like, he was looking at the paper and he was like, well, you know, this all looks great. Like, why don't you read it to them? You did it. Like, he's getting them to read. And then they have all these examples of him, like, not, and he doesn't
Really?
read a teleprompter.
I was about
and he
to
doesn't
say
have
that.
a writer. And it's like, no, I don't
Really?
want to say he can't read. He's got to, I mean,
Right.
come on.
Maybe he doesn't like to read.
But still,
I don't like
it's
to read.
or maybe you're nervous reading. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, he says stupid words without reading. So it's like, it was great. That was great.
Yeah, he
I
needs
did
to fucking
great.
chill.
He's great. Dude, he's
Get
not.
him and Floyd Mayweather together and do a reading class.
Oh, that'd be great.
Had the kids read to them. Fuck,
that's
man.
funny.
But that shit's, I was like, damn, that's fucked up if he can't read. Like, Jesus, this is what we fucking, this is what we got.
You don't need to read.
I don't know, man. We've had a lot of fucking presidents who could read that, but pieces of shit. So I don't
Dude,
know.
everybody's a piece of shit. I mean, like, that's what I'm
At this
saying.
point.
That's just one of the things that, it's funny, you know what I mean? Because it's him.
Yeah.
But
What do you guys think about everything that's going on though?
as far as,
Tariffs,
Tariffs.
shit with fucking Iran. Like,
dude, you understand he 100% manipulated the market with that.
yeah, but I don't give a fuck about that at all.
Yeah,
I
but
don't fucking care about people fucking buying a dip. I don't care.
Yeah, but he told you the day before he suspended. He goes, it's a great time to, he tweeted, it's a great time to buy.
Yeah.
So he
That's
told
awesome.
everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
So
he told-
anybody who fucking was reading between the lines figured the fuck out.
But did you know? Like, I follow him. I didn't know that that's what he meant.
I knew when the market dipped to buy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
That's
you do.
kind of what you
but-
do. Listen, you know who you listen to? Don't fucking listen to Trump. Listen to fucking Berkshire Hathaway guy. What the fuck? I can't remember. Fucking,
Warren Buffett.
Yeah, listen to him when he's being like, "This is awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Pay attention."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's who you should listen
That's
to.
who you should listen to.
that is who she
The
listens
best honest fucking trader, minus you know besides the fucking Congress people who fucking are all insider trading, but they have inside information, which is fucking.
Well, they
crazy.
know what
But
to buy. Like, you know what I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're listening to this guy, who he said it when the market crashed. He was like, "This is fucking great, guys."
Yeah.
because it's like you said, it's time.
This is what needs to happen. He's like, this could potentially be the biggest, could kickstart the biggest economic boom in the United States history. That's what Warren Buffett
said that. Yeah.
And this is a guy who kind of likes that happening.
Well, yeah.
He's, so I mean, that's who I'm like, all the fucking noise and everything like that. I don't know. It's just a fucking extreme. All right, this is the way I'm gonna put it. All right,
I just feel like I feel like broke people are still broke.
Yes.
So if you're telling me to buy it, I have nothing to buy.
No, I get it. And
you know what I'm saying? Like you're saying it to everybody, but it's like who you have
money.
That's what I'm saying. It's everybody who has that kind of disposable income and has that confidence in the market to be like, all right, this is a 30% dip. Something's got to happen, right? This is 30%.
Yeah. But what you also got to realize is who he really hurt when he crashed that market. He didn't hurt us. Like I had people fucking texting me about how they fucking lost $30,000 in their 401k.
But
like, oh, word? You taking that out tomorrow?
Right.
You retiring tomorrow? Then shut the fuck up. It doesn't even bother. This is a non-issue for you. You know who it really hurt?
Who?
The fucking
people with money.
Billionaires and millionaires. Those are the motherfuckers who lost money. Yeah,
but some of them went cash. Some of them went liquid. As he was elected in these tariffs, that's what they were talking about. Like some of the highest, or the highest income, whatever the fuck
earners.
They went liquid when he was proposing those tariffs, and those tariffs were going into effect.
Okay, so they're playing the game.
Exactly, but they knew what to do. Like I didn't know to sell. Like these people, like
if they
obviously your 401k.
Time out though. If they went liquid, that's what causes the fucking dump.
That's what causes the dump, the crash. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what causes the dump.
So they flooded the market at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fine. That's all people playing this fucking make believe money game that's going on anyway. But these are the things that it's fucking crazy to think about, because and this is why I like what he's doing. It's because if we don't start doing something now when we're fucking getting ready to retire, this country's going to be bankrupt.
Yeah.
If we keep going the same fucking
we know something. We know
direction.
something had to happen, and maybe the extremes are what's pissing people off.
It is, but that's the problem. It's an extreme response, an extreme reaction to an extreme action. Yeah. Just like the immigration thing. You let 8 million fucking people into this country over the past 4 years. What do you think's going to happen?
Yes.
Shit's going to get fucked up because there's no way to give all these people due process.
Shot, Right.
How do you get 8 million people fucking to get due process?
This is the thing, though. If you're getting these, like everybody has complained that it's one guy. All right, they're deporting, 10,000 people, and one guy out of that 10,000 is not supposed to be deported, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why does it take so fucking long to bring it back?
Exactly.
That's the hard part for me.
Yeah,
I feel like I understand you're gonna get some good and bad apples, right? When you do this shit.
Yep.
But if they're complaining about the one guy, why is it taking forever? Why does the Venezuelan fucking president not give a fuck? He sat right in that fucking office and was like, I don't care about that. Like
he doesn't care. It
doesn't give a
him.
fuck. No, because he's making money.
Exactly. He doesn't fucking care. He's the most corrupt motherfucker on the fucking planet. You kidding me?
Dude, Venezuela's wild.
It's wild. Wildly corrupt.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It bothers me. Like
a fucking
shut people up. Get them back here. Like I don't know. It's just like,
and honestly,
I think ammo.
I think what really should happen, right? And like I said this before, as these people are being, let's say there's an arrest warrant for some guy, and they go to get this guy, and they're like, all right, yo, listen, boom, 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 we're locking you up. This is why you're being locked up for illegal immigration. Or if you're a citizen,
prove it
right now. You have to have papers to prove it somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So call who you have to call, or if we're at the house or wherever we may be, go grab your fucking papers, prove it right now, and we verify it. We take the cuffs off. Done.
Yeah.
Why isn't that done like that?
I don't know.
I think this is a pretty simple fucking. I can prove right now that I'm a fucking citizen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
I have everything I need. I have a passport, I have a social security card, I have everything.
Yep.
I got my birth certificate. I got everything. Everything can be verified.
That's right.
So why is this happening? And if they are illegal, what the fuck are we talking about anyway? Goodbye.
Yeah, if they're illegal, there's no conversation.
If you're illegal, sorry, dude. Like,
Even if you're a good illegal.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's an unfortunate thing. Because
that is unfortunate.
there are good people who are going to be illegal who immigrated here illegally.
Yeah.
But the problem is you have to be vetted just like every single other fucking person who came in here. Otherwise, we have a system that just is completely fucking broken, which pretty much it is at this point because of what fucking the past administration just did.
Yeah.
They broke the fucking system.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible now to vet all these people.
Yeah. But now it's almost to a halt, they said, right?
Yeah, there's nobody.
Yeah.
The border crossing, nobody. They're like, fuck that.
But that's good. But at the same time, it's like, dude, we got to get all these other fucking people out of here.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, what's the process for that? Like, to do it, like you said, in a fair way. Because it's like...
It's hard when you have 10 million people to deal with.
It's an extreme reaction to an extreme action.
Exactly.
So,
That's exactly what it is. And people are surprised by it. You fucking kidding me?
I am. I don't know why.
It's fucked up.
It's just like, not surprised. It's just like, fuck, man. Like just imagine like somebody that you know that's like just happens to not have their documents or didn't know that their parents came here legally. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing has ever happened to them. They have a driver's license.
Right, they're
they
good
fucking go to
people,
college.
they
They're doing their
fucking-
thing, and they
yeah.
just don't even know.
Right.
And like you said, they just get wrapped up with everybody else. But how do you individualize 10 fucking million people?
You can't. And that's because of what just happened.
Yeah,
the
like you
past
said,
4 years.
every you know.
They did this on purpose, 100%. The Democrats, like, this is to not look at that and act and look at what they fucking did and how they tried to purposely ruin our immigration system.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I look at it. I'm like, dude, they purposely did this.
Yeah.
In order to be able to install people into a country to sway fucking votes. They threw them all in swing states, trying to turn everything blue. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about democracies on the ballot?
And they admitted it, and they admitted they did it. They don't say we did this. That they'll just say things and they give themselves away.
Yeah.
Like when we're talking about Nancy Pelosi, she was like, "That's why we're trying to expedite their citizenship."
Yeah.
That's not the right answer.
No.
That's not the answer I was looking for. I'm sorry.
No. We have
It's,
this country is at this point. Like, this isn't 18. And everyone's like, "Oh, your grandparents got to come here." I'm like, dude, my great grandparents came here in 1887. Do you know what the fucking population was back then? There was 50 million people in this country.
that's so crazy.
In the 1885.
And now we're at what, 300?
330.
Yeah, 330. That's
330 million. That's a
We
lot.
needed motherfuckers here.
Yeah.
right.
My grandfather came over here to fucking work his dick off.
Yeah.
And build this and help build this country.
Right.
Up. And that's when people start going west and everything like
The
that.
opportunity was there.
Yeah, exactly. You had all this opportunity. It's not like that anymore. No.
What do you think about the flooding of like bootleg shit? Like China won't prosecute anybody making bootleg. So
that's been like that forever.
Let's say you have a Louis Vuitton factory.
Yeah.
And they say they shut off the lights. Whatever you do after they shut off the lights is nobody's business. But it's still illegal. But now that's not illegal.
What are you talking about? They've been doing this for years.
That they suspended that law?
Dude, they've been doing that for fucking years.
Of course they've been doing it for you, but it's been illegal.
Where, in China?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like they fucking care.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, now the law is like there's no... Now they're advertising it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
now there's like, oh, okay, now
Yeah.
it's free.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They
Now
said-
it's open, like really open. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's like saying...
getting Jordans for $10. Like
That's like
crazy.
It's the
And
same
it's
thing
the
as our
same
government.
factory. It's just
Yeah.
It's the same thing as our government saying that fucking insider trading is illegal.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's illegal, though.
For who?
But
Yeah. Right.
For who?
it's not really illegal.
It's
Exactly.
for who? It's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do what you got to do.
it's illegal because if you and I did it, we fucked.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
they
selective.
understand. Dude, China is fucked up. And the weirdest thing is seeing Americans supporting China. Like,
is.
being like on their side
It
with,
is.
with all this. This
It
is
is.
fucking insane to me.
It's so weird how
That's how caught up in the ideology you are.
dude, we did it with Ukraine.
They're like happy about
You
it.
know what I mean?
They're
Like,
happy.
Yeah.
They're happy that they're gonna fucking bankrupt these companies, or they could bankrupt these companies, or
Yeah.
it's insane to me. Like you said, it's like you want the downfall of the United States because who you don't agree with is in charge. It's fucking. It's like what the.
You're insane. You're an insane person.
You're like wishing for our
Right.
downfall.
Just
Why?
Because
Because
it's
he's an
not
asshole.
It's not on your side. Your
Yeah,
side
I
didn't
don't like
come
him,
up
but I don't want him to completely fucking fail.
with- right.
Like that's crazy.
We live here.
People don't understand.
It's hard to be emotionally invested into politics for me. Like I don't keep up that much. I feel like it doesn't affect me that much. You know what I mean? Like the everyday.
Yeah.
Because my everyday is pretty normal.
Because it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't affect
But
most
to be
people
that
every day.
emotionally involved, like you said, to where you're fucking hoping China wins, like of this imaginary war, because they're obviously not going to do anything drastic.
Yeah,
No,
like,
they can't.
We need each other.
Trade.
I think, you know what I mean.
100%.
And
Trade
They
war.
have to.
Yeah.
They have to get come to some kind of fucking
Yeah.
agreement.
What's weird to me. All right, so
we
I
could
actually
both succeed.
I thought about this the other day.
They'll falter too if we're out.
Yep.
People are bitching and moaning about what Trump's doing, right? Because of like the prices of certain things are going to go up and blah 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 blah. Right? Americans are such fucking pussies. First of all, the most minor inconvenience for them.
Yep. Dude, we're the worst with that.
We're the worst.
Yeah, we're still talking about
'Cause
eggs. Like,
really, like,
don't buy eggs.
don't buy, exactly. Don't buy fucking eggs.
fucking.
Like someone fucking was bitching about fucking Kerrygold butter going up. I'm like, okay,
We're embarrassing, dude.
we really are. Like we're fucking. So
That's what it is.
They'll
It's
sit there and
embarrassing.
talk about that.
It is.
They'll sit there and bitch about like the most minor inconvenience of something going up in price that you really don't need.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you really break it down, that's not something. This is a luxury item in your pocket.
I get it. Yeah, you're like have some real problems.
Yes, you can.
Have somebody kill your parents in front of you. Have some fucking real
Right.
problems.
All right. So, but then they'll go and the same people who are bitching and moaning about minor inconveniences are the ones cheering on China.
Yeah.
Do you understand what happens if they win?
They don't. That's the thing.
You're going to have the
They
most
don't understand.
major inconvenience you've ever felt in your life.
They don't understand. Yeah. You're going
Right.
to have power outages. You're going to have fucking, your Wi-Fi is going to fucking stop working. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Everything.
so much
Yeah.
shit
Everything.
that can go wrong, and you have no idea what you're wishing for.
Exactly.
People,
You're fucking stupid,
Dude,
is what you are. You're
it's the-
fucking dumb.
it's
I'm
the-
sorry.
Yeah, but and the worst part is they're always the loudest. The dumbest people have the
But
loudest
that-
opinions.
You'd be
all
surprised.
the
Like
time,
you
dude.
see, there's a girl that makes all her TikToks are about how China's doing these things, suspending the laws, fucking, flooding the markets, doing the advertising for this bootleg shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, they don't care. They're like, fuck. And I'm like, this shit has fucking like 800,000 likes, not just views. These are just likes. So 1 million people like her cheering China on.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine how many people fucking actually that don't even see it, because you guys didn't see that stuff. But
Go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. You're cheering for the wrong team, man.
It goes to show you things that it's shit that we talk about
Oh yeah, we
ad
talked about-
nauseum,
yeah.
which is people don't think with their own brains. They think through the ideology,
Yeah.
and that's what they go with. They don't sit and say, "Hold on, I hear."
I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was weird.
Put it on
That's why I
vibrate.
got it on silent too.
I'm put it on vibrate, but I'm put it on this wood table. It's like, I prefer the Bing. But go
Good
ahead.
point. But no, like people literally aren't able to, and this saying gets overused, but I don't think it's overused because it shows itself to be true so often, which is people really can't critically think.
No.
They can't think
They've lost-
without a Republican or Democratic brain.
They've lost the
like,
ability.
just see the thing for what it is, and then use your brain to figure out if that makes sense or not. And they can't do it, dude.
Like you said, the disagreement with the Trump administration, right? Like I don't like him. But I don't want him to completely fail.
No.
And to want that because you don't agree with some of the things because you even secretly have to agree with some of the shit that he wants to put in
Of
place.
course they do.
You have to. But to act like you're going to be on the right side of history because you want the fucking country to fucking like fall. You know what I mean? And I agree with you. The Gulf of America thing is dumb. The fucking
Exactly.
wanting fucking Canada to be a state, dumb. Trying to take over Greenland, dumb.
Yeah.
But this big thing, the tariff war with China and all that shit could fucking have real world consequences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you want this shit to work favorably for the other, you know what I mean?
For the other guy?
side? Like, that's crazy.
For the other fucking
Like
guy.
you live there.
You don't want a middle class?
Right.
Because that's what he's trying. That's really at the end of the day what he's trying to accomplish. He's trying to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States, good paying manufacturing jobs, where you can actually have a middle class. Because you have like this, and this all, dude. This is the fucked up part, man, and people never fucking talk about it. This all started under fucking Reagan, when he fucking started dismantling fucking union. He was the one who made it cheaper for people to fucking start manufacturing in China and shipping it back.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was fucking Reagan. Reagan was the one who fucking set this whole thing up. And it all started then. And that's when the middle class, dude, that's when the fucking plants in Detroit fucking went under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those towns turned to fucking
little
shit.
by little ghost
Little by
towns,
little.
Yeah.
And that's what killed the fucking and overall, that's what killed the middle class in the United States, because the middle class was hard. It was like, manufacturing, like worked in plants, and it had a good life.
Yeah, you could work your whole career, 30, 40 years, have a great pension.
Yep, they're all
your
union.
Family, the rest of your life. Yeah,
and that's really what the
Security.
goal of it.
It was the security.
Exactly.
The goal of it was to break up the unions.
Like, have you ever heard of so many people in their 50s fucking losing their jobs and having to start over?
Dude.
It's like, what the fuck?
do you do?
What do you do?
Right.
Who's going to hire you?
Yeah.
Who's going to hire you that has a long-term plan? Like, I need 20 years out of this employee. He's 50.
Yeah.
I can't have him work at 70.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
it's a shame, and
sad,
It's
man.
fucked.
I don't know if can we reverse it?
Yes. No, we 100%
We're the
can.
biggest consumers of Chinese goods, aren't we?
Yes, by far.
Okay, so if we're making our own shit, like how does that work as far as paying people well and having a product that we can afford? Like these are the details that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So all right, so right off the bat, what you got to realize is like a lot of these manufacturing jobs are going to be automated. Don't get me wrong; like they're going to come, they're going to bring it to the United States.
Why
it's
are
gonna be automated.
I told you that last time. Why are tech people so fucking invested? Because they're robotics. There's going to
be robots, but because of there being robotics, like because
somebody's got to make the robots.
First of all, someone's got to make the fucking robots. There's got to be there's got to be IT. There's still gonna be human jobs that need to take place in these factories.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what I mean? That means there's going to be more need for like trucking, all that shit, all those little things that people don't think about, and more jobs that pay good wages means that now you're stimulating the economy in a way where now you have more people spending money in the economy. Yeah. So it's this huge cycle that happens.
Yeah.
Not to mention that it being done in the United States now makes it cheaper at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't have to, it's all going to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to a foreign, really, adversary. Because really all we're really doing is feeding an enemy.
An enemy, yeah, not facts.
It's true.
So it's all like it's a big cycle that keeps happening within the United States, and you want to keep and you want to keep economic like our GDP fucking up.
Yeah.
And now, not only that, but now like you start making good fucking deals with people. Now you're exporting it to other countries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're making even more fucking money. This isn't rocket science, and people try to leave out these like very key parts.
Yes.
Of it.
Well, yeah, because
it doesn't
you said they
support
want to
their-
seem righteous, though.
Yeah, like it's all going to be automated. I'm like, so fucking what, dude? Do you want to work in a factory? No, we've gotten past that. Like the generation coming up who would work in this factory doesn't want to work in the factory,
Right.
And they're not going to all be lining up to work in a fucking factory.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But if there's good jobs that can be had by, let's say, entry level fucking college graduates, who fucking can't find a goddamn job.
Right.
That's
yeah,
good. That's a good thing.
Agreed. Agreed.
You're gonna need warehouse managers. You're gonna need all these things. Like there's
you
things
said
that,
IT programming. All
exactly.
That
There's gonna be a million fucking jobs that need to be filled.
Right.
And we have a whole shit ton of people who need fucking jobs that pay well. That's how you build the middle class.
Yeah.
And especially if we're making it here, hey man, that means we can kind of price it good. We can, everything will fucking settle down. It's gonna take time, and it's gonna be an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's just, and that's part of it. That's part of when you're trying to fix something. There's going to be inconveniences.
I want the inconvenience now, so that when I'm fucking getting ready to retire, I don't have to speak Mandarin.
Dude, I was just about to say.
You remember Tosh? He was like,
real,
what,
dude.
he's like, what do we do now? We take our shoes off? Like, how does this work? Oh shit, China's here. We gotta take off our
Take our shoes off.
Nah, man, that was a great breakdown though. Synopsis.
Yeah.
Because like,
I mean, there's a lot more to it. I'm
Yeah,
sure
of
someone
course.
a
There's
lot
always
smarter than me can
nuances.
probably explain it a
That's
little
what
bit
I'm
more.
saying, but
yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's for layman. That's a good way to break it down.
but like you said, and then we do these short-term goals. Like, what if, I don't want to say the idiots win, but what if the idiots win and then we go back to a democratic regime in 4 years?
It's not
where all this work gets erased.
I don't see that happening for a while unless they really.
He's got to win some fucking people over. Like you're right. You're going through the rough patch now where you're fucking okay. You know what I mean? I got to make all these things. People are gonna hate me, but this is what has to happen.
yeah.
And then when it starts to turn around, you can be like, see, I told you, this is what's happening.
This is what we needed to do.
This is what we needed to do.
Yep.
So until he can do that convincingly, I don't know. It's scary because to go back to the same shit would suck.
Dude, I can't even.
You can. I mean, we can. We can go back to the same shit.
They can
but
reverse all the bullshit.
we're just-
and that's the thing. You're not
slowly driving off the cliff.
exactly.
That's all we're fucking doing.
We hit a bump.
Yeah.
because somebody slowed it down.
Yeah.
Like they don't understand. I don't know.
They don't want to understand. This is what I'm saying.
It's just that they're blinded by the dumb shit. They're blinded by abortion. They're blinded by these fucking, like you said, the DEI fucking sweep that they had. The fucking, all these talking points that CNN has. It looks bad.
It's all about dude. The formula is get people emotionally riled up so they don't think about the shit that actually matters, like you were just breaking down. And then they'll continue to support. And it's literally just that. That's how dumb a lot of us are. It's like, all right, they told me to hate this, and I feel like I hate that because it's against my identity or what I think, and fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Fuck the country going to shit.
You're willing to fucking go
But-
into the apocalypse.
Yeah, because they don't support abortion, so nothing else matters.
What, are you
to
gonna
me.
get into heaven? Get
Like,
out of here.
dude. What? You guys?
You know how shitty you are?
Right.
Take a good look.
Yeah.
None of us deserve heaven. Kids.
Kids deserve heaven. But yeah, man, I don't know. We're such a. This is what you get when you've had the longest time on Earth as not on Earth, but a very long time as a super successful country that never had really any real inconvenience.
Yeah.
This is what you get. You see people
Not for a
fucking
long time.
not for a long time. Screaming about Kerrygold butter.
You can.
And yelling it as if
If it matters.
as if you don't know how stupid and pathetic you look.
That's what I'm
doing
saying.
that.
That's the same. I can't get a haircut during COVID. That's what you're fucking caring about.
That's what you're worried about.
That's where you're. And that was the other side.
That's how good we have it. Is that
That's how you. That's what you're worried about. Your haircut. Your salon is fucking closed.
I look like shit.
I look like shit. Good.
You've been looking like
good.
shit.
You need to look like shit. You're 85 years old. You're supposed to look like shit. You've been through it. You've seen some shit.
You've seen some shit.
You've seen some shit.
Seriously though, like that's what we're talking about. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have this country really probably hasn't had like a real inconvenience, like a serious inconvenience. Probably I'd say like
I don't think we
Civil
can
War,
handle
World War II.
I don't think we
where,
can
like,
handle it.
Where we had like our sons were going over and getting fucking
Blown,
blown up.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, dude.
Vietnam maybe. You know what I mean? But also these are war times, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing happened here though.
No.
Since we haven't been attacked since fucking Pearl Harbor. I mean, if you want to count 9/11, I kind of don't really. That wasn't like a foreign. You can kind of. I guess you can count that as an attack, but
Counted as a domestic terrorism.
yeah, there's still a lot of questions on that one. But
Yeah, no, there's nothing's happened here.
we are such fucking pussies
It's
about
dude,
everything.
good times create soft men, or soft people, whatever that quote is.
It's right.
It's 100% true.
Yeah.
You know, all those hard like motherfuckers like back like my grandfather's era.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not gonna lie, you see a lot of people shitting on boomers and shit like that, like our parents' fucking generation at this point.
Because they're a-holes.
Listen, man. I saw this.
But they've seen some shit. They deserve to be a little grumpy.
No, and
Especially seeing what's come of this country. What's become of it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Well, not only that, but I see a lot of these Gen Z and fucking millennials like bitching about fucking boomers and like, oh, well, you did this and you had this and you had that. I'm like, listen here, motherfucker. Hold on. Before you start going fucking yelling at them,
worked for it.
They didn't have a fucking choice.
That's right. That's right.
The ones who didn't don't have shit to show for it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those people you see who are living this fucking good life, all they really did was bust their fucking ass and get lucky enough to come up in a good economic time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all it was. They didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the one thing they could change was how they worked and how they fucking did it. And what I'm noticing now with a lot of these kids, like they're bitching about rent and this and that. I'm like, how many fucking roommates do you have?
None. They
None?
want to live by themselves.
Yeah.
You have one, maybe you want to live with your fucking girlfriend, bro?
They get anxious
Fuck
living
outta
with
here,
other
dude.
people. They get anxious being around other people.
Yeah. Oh, but you have to live in the city because it's an easier commute for you?
Right. Like,
You know what you fucking do? No, you fucking live far. You inconvenience yourself.
Yourself.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you
They
fucking
can't.
figure it out. And
They
you deal
can't,
with it.
and they want it right away.
Yeah, you don't.
They want to work
you
for
don't
6
have a
months
car
and be like,
payment.
why haven't I gotten promoted?
Yeah.
Because you've been here for 6 months.
There's a lot of $2,000 cars on fucking Facebook Marketplace, dude.
Yeah.
Endless amounts.
You don't
of
want to. You don't want to have a beater. They don't. They want even less inconvenience.
Yeah.
And
they
that's what's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? The longer we, like you said, kick the bark down the road, the harder it's gonna be for these kids.
Yeah.
They don't know that their complaints are like,
Completely invalid.
yeah.
Not completely, but
Like,
No, they are. Dude, your
a lot
fucking
of it.
complaint as a 20-year-old, like if you're in your 20s,
you have
I don't want to hear
time.
shit.
Exactly. You have time to make something of
Yes.
yourself. Like
and it's like kind of like
you just have to work.
it's more
Yeah.
opportunity.
Like
dude.
even like you said, content creators, the most successful ones do this shit for 20 hours a fucking day. Like they're editing for 6 or 8 hours a day. They're fucking make sure they're posting at the same times everything. They're dedicating a lot to it. They don't just become like, you're just not likable and everybody fucking follows you and shit. You have to work.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are like, even that dude Speed, he was like, man, there was like times where I was fucking like, you know what I mean? Like dying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a few of them that have that fucking work ethic.
Yeah.
But if you don't pass that along, you're gonna be like, yo, this shit wasn't easy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You need
that's
to fucking adapt. Like I have zero empathy for fucking kids who go to fucking college right now. That go to a fucking $30,000 a year fucking college and can't figure out why they don't have a fucking job. There's so much fucking information out there right now.
I know there's so much.
Knowing like unless you're going into engineering or some kind of STEM field,
yeah.
you're gonna come out with a piece of paper that's worth the toilet paper in your fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have no one needs you for anything. So you need to learn to pivot.
Yeah.
You need to be like, okay,
Make yourself indispensable.
That's right.
make it so start figuring out things that can't be by AI, can't be solved by fucking a robot.
Yep.
What are those things? Trades.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trades are fucking awesome right now.
Yeah.
Going into a trade they suck, dude. It sucks, man. Working hard sucks,
Yeah, but you do it for what?
but it's rewarding.
You go to school for a year or two, so you're already getting a jump start, right? Then you do your apprenticeship. You fucking go. Once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't
And
come out
you
with
have to.
$200,000 worth of debt.
Yeah, you have to work. Some of it's backbreaking, but
You don't need a degree to become an entrepreneur, dude.
exactly.
Dude.
You know what you do? You go to community college, you take some business classes, you take some economic classes, you figure out how things work in the world.
Yeah.
You figure out how to run a budget. You figure out how to run a
You don't
business.
even have to take a class.
Meanwhile,
You have
exactly.
to.
You can read
You
anything.
can fucking learn all this shit on YouTube.
Yes.
But it would be nice. It's a good thing to formally sit down and have like a fucking good
Yeah.
class every
Yeah,
day.
if that's what works for you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But if you can fucking take it upon yourself to do
You spend
it.
a couple $1,000s on it. You know. Meanwhile, you're fucking an apprentice for a plumber or a fucking electrician or a fucking carpenter, whatever you're fucking into.
Anything.
And next thing you know, man, you're running a fucking crew, and next thing you know, you're fucking betting on yourself.
That's right.
And what you do is you live with 5 motherfuckers like I fucking did in a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
The one dude paid a little bit more in rent.
Because he had his
He
own
had his
room.
own
He
room.
had his own room. Yeah.
Everybody else is fucking shacking the fuck up.
That's it. You got
but-
bunk beds with
Yep.
grown ass men.
You said it though. It's like the I guess the more time passes with each generation, the more convenient that they want it, and they don't even understand that they're asking for all this convenience. They don't
Yeah.
even understand that their complaints. It's like
Yeah.
you're complaining about inconvenience from a convenient place.
Yeah.
Like you're already good, and you're like complaining that your situation is so bad. It's like
Yeah. Like I could have gotten a leg up and lived with my parents for a while. I did it. I moved out, right?
Yeah.
And then when my dad got me the job here in Atlantic City, I moved back in with them for maybe 10 months. I bought a condo, haven't been back since. And I was 22.
yeah.
You know what I mean? 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
But if you have to do it for 5 years, okay. Live with your fucking parents for 5 years.
Yeah.
But do something in those 5 years. Don't fucking
Yeah, don't be a fuckhead.
Don't be an
Right.
asshole.
Don't be fucking off the whole
Exactly,
time.
like-
Blowing all your
like-
money and like
Yeah, like one of my wife's cousins. Like we've known him, since he was a baby. When I met her, he had just turned 1. Now he's a fucking. He does heating and air conditioning.
There you
He
go.
got into
Which is, by the way, probably one of the best field of HVAC.
I was about to say, dude.
he got into Georgia State or somewhere, like on a scholarship and shit. You know what I mean? He was partial. He went. He was like, "This isn't for me. I think I'm gonna do a trade." Got an apprenticeship. Within like 2 years, he's married. He bought a house. He's fucking busting his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great fucking career.
His wife's a nurse, so she's gonna be fine. Like they made a life for themselves, and they're like 24 years old.
Dude, my boy.
They graduated together. Like they're fucking,
Yeah.
they're doing it boomer style. Like
Yeah.
that's your high school sweetheart, and you're fucking.
Jenny Shivo's little brother, Jack.
I
Right?
want to edit that out.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You can't say her name?
Her last name? I don't know.
All right. I guess.
just
Okay.
Don't
case.
say anything bad about her.
I hope not.
That's what I was thinking. No, I'm not going to.
But go ahead.
But her little brother, Jack, he's 22 or 23. First off, this kid is one of the best kids. I would like, your parents did a fucking phenomenal job. He's such a good human, good mannerly, everything. He's about to finish. He's going to trade school to become a lineman.
Oh my God.
Dude, he'll be done in I think a year.
He's
He
gonna make
comes
fucking
out.
bank.
He comes out making 50.
That's what I'm saying. By the time he's
Starting,
25,
yeah.
by the time he's 25, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, linemen fucking kill it.
I know. I'm like,
But it's a hard job, man. It's
It
like,
is.
It's a little sketchy.
It is.
At times.
You got to be willing to
Yeah.
fucking sacrifice, like you
Yeah.
said. It's like
hard work. You like.
we work pretty hard.
But here's the thing, though. With whatever you fucking do, if you want to do well, you got to work hard, though.
That's it.
No matter
Anything.
what it is.
Anything. You want to be
gotta
famous?
put in work.
You got to bust
gotta
your
put
fucking
in
ass.
work, right.
How many 80s movies or 90s movies do you see now that some dude is in the fucking background? You're like, hey, isn't that fucking such and such star?
Right.
Like you didn't hear about this motherfucker
Yes.
for 10 years?
Yep.
Like
Motherfucker
he's-
was putting in that work.
That's what I'm
taking them
saying.
shit
Taking any role.
roles.
Taking any role
we
you
just
can get.
talked about Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Worked the restaurants his entire life. Trying to fucking get this
You know what
comedy
I mean?
thing going.
Right.
That's fucking, you can't tell me that's not busting your
No,
ass.
it's
I
hard,
never
man.
slept.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, working in restaurants, however many hours a week, writing jokes, testing your shit, going
Yeah.
around to the shit places, and like nonstop, not sleeping, like and for however long. So who knows how long that took him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
anything you do, if you want to do well and not have to complain about money all the time, you gotta work extremely hard.
You got to be passionate about the work, like what it takes to do these things.
That's another
Like, you
thing.
can't
I was about
just
to
be
say, that's
passionate.
another thing,
You can't
too,
be
like-
passionate about the end game. Everybody's passionate about being rich. I mean,
Yeah.
I fucking would
Yeah,
love it.
you
know
gotta
what I mean?
find some
Am
type
I
of
willing to
enjoyment in
bust
that process.
Yes,
You
like
have
there
to.
has. This
You'll
is
burn
all.
out.
Yeah, you'll burn out.
You'll burn out
Yeah.
fast because you'll hate every single day, every minute of what you're doing, and then you'll become miserable.
Yeah, if you hate packing up shirts and fucking putting labels on them, guess what? You're never gonna fucking get that clothing company.
That's
off the
right.
ground. Like, this is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything sucks, dude.
everything sucks.
Work sucks. Like it's no matter how passionate you are about it, once it becomes work, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just gotta fucking get it through your fucking head. It's
'Cause
what
I still
it
remember
is.
your dad warning you. Remember? Because you were talking about how you like fixing motorcycles, and you're like, I kind of want to get into that. He goes, remember, He's like, once you're doing that shit when you have to
Yeah,
do
you're
it,
doing it
have
by
to do it.
choice.
it's completely
Right.
different.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You enjoy
Once
it because
you-
it's a
yeah.
hobby. But
Yeah.
Once you have to do something,
I remember I stopped asking people that because you'd meet people and they're like really talented in something, but it's just a hobby for them. And I used to be like, oh, why don't you like start? They're like, because I do it. I come home from work and I choose to do this. It's just
relaxing.
It's relaxing for me.
If I had to get this done by Friday, I'm like,
right. It's like it changes the whole. I'm like, yeah, okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, man. I mean, this is life is. It's what you get what you put into it, dude. Like you got to work hard. Like that's just a prerequisite. Who gives a fuck? You got to work hard, but at least you'll be able to do fun shit though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You work hard. You know what I mean? It's not like you work hard and there's no reward.
Yep.
You know, you work hard. Now, I understand some people say, well, there's a lot of people that work certain jobs and they work just as hard, but they're in a shit job. Okay, I understand that. But then it's on you at that point.
Yeah. You don't have to stay there.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to stay there. There's so much, especially now, I have no sympathy for people. If you have a brain that works properly, you got all your limbs and shit, which is most people, and you have the internet, I zero sympathy.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's on you. You just need to put time in and figure shit out.
Do
even if you don't have internet, you can fucking go to Starbucks and sit there for how many fucking idiots make it their office and shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe
there,
if you don't
have a coffee
it at home,
for
but
4
if you
hours.
have access to go get it somewhere, like you know what I mean, you can go learn.
Go to the library.
Fucking go to Starbucks and learn a trade online 2-3 hours a day. You know what I'm saying?
Or
like
something you'd like to do,
or something. Do
some kind of research,
dude.
You know?
Like, yeah.
I feel like they're entitled and they expect shit to work out. Like,
well, that's what it is.
Life ain't a movie, motherfucker. Like sometimes you might work shit for months and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, like I said, you have to pivot.
Yeah,
you have to pivot. It's like, all right, cool, man. This didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you said, how many of those college kids are gonna have to pivot if you want to do something?
I forget what the fucking stat was. Like how many? I think 30. I forget. Fucking Charlie Kirk talks about it all the time. He has like the stat of how many of them get a job out of college that you didn't need a fucking degree for,
dude.
Because that's the only thing that's available to you.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Shit,
it sucks, dude.
Yeah. My fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know, but I realized that, man. I did my junior year summer going into my senior year. I did an internship with with a stockbroker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
You were like, why did I choose?
I had to wake up, put on some outfit.
Jesus.
I'm doing it. 47 minutes. I felt like such a douchebag. And even coming home and looking at my dad from like the day work, because I was used to working like labor jobs. Like, I would be like work for a painter, work for a mason, work for did something fucking outside. I worked on a fucking golf course. That was fucking fun. Like the grounds crew.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I was like, this sucks, dude.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. I sat in a room all day and cold called people.
Yeah, that's rough.
8 hours a day cold calling people.
That is.
And people curse at you, hang up.
That is not for everybody.
And I was with my boys. That was the craziest part. It was like two of my boys worked with me.
Yeah.
And we were like, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But still, it sucked.
It sucked.
Yeah,
this is the worst fucking job.
That's fucking trench work.
Yep.
Like in a different way.
That changed me. That completely changed.
Of course, you're like, I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this. I don't ever want to work in an office ever again.
Yeah. Right.
Ever. I don't want to dress like this douchebag. I don't want to fucking wake up and fucking drive to a fucking office. I want to get up and put on boots.
Yeah.
You know? Or get up and go to and then I started bartending and I was like, oh my God, this is fucking great. I get to talk shit all day to these people.
It's so fun. And there's times where you're busting your fucking ass. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you get caught off guard and you get there and you're like, all right, let me get this fucking shift in. And then you're fucking balls to the wall and you're fucking busy as hell. And you know you're going to make money
every Saturday.
But you just put your head down and fucking...
Yeah, you put the work in, man.
Well, you're good, man. Your bar is coming along.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're making money in there.
Well, good. Dude, I mean, it's fucking big, dude. There's the other bars are closed.
You're going to take it again?
I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of up in the air. See, I'm kind of...
Well, you want to see where shit...
I'm thinking about going to that live music shit. Not gonna lie.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you talk to Misty, you're in. Because she has text everyone.
Good.
She's going to be in there. Sorry.
You dick.
They don't own do they?
You
that would be a fucking thing, right? If we fucking just bought a bar and named it.
You know what's fucking funny?
If they own the name.
You know what's funny? I actually threw that out to... I was talking to Sarah about that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, that'd be a fucking funny ass idea and do the exact same thing.
Tequila? fans.
Stop saying it.
Sorry.
3 fucking times.
We're live.
I wrote 3 times.
I wonder if we need to research if they own it. If they don't own it anymore. They can't say shit.
No, facts.
All right.
They need to own it.
When is
they own the name?
the main one supposed reopening?
May 9th.
May 9th.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, we have our bid Thursday.
That's right. Yeah.
Gotta go
I
Thursday.
mean, that's exciting though. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not excited. I mean, I am, but
Yeah.
I'm not. It's like super bright in there.
You really excited about that drink menu?
Kind of.
oh, is it
the chat GPT.
I was like, who did this? Chat GPT?
The chat GPT
they
menu.
added it.
Dude, it's so
God.
ridiculous.
I can't wait to see it.
They have no concept of
I'll show it
time.
to you.
Like some of them take time. Like
Yeah, this is
you're
a
like,
volume bar.
What are you doing?
Like,
Make things.
And not only that, but like, I mean, I haven't. I like to try them all before. I don't want to fucking like, before I try the drinks.
I don't. Yeah.
They looked super unbalanced and shitty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure not all of them
But-
are terrible, and not all of them are going to take long. But guess what? The popular ones probably are the ones that fucking take time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you put that shit in a high volume bar, you fuck everything up. Like,
Just batch them.
if it takes a minute to make a drink, that's a long fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, a
Batch 'em,
whole
dude.
minute. Yeah,
That's why I'm so glad
that
the taps are out.
Oh,
Because taps in where I'm at now, it's such a fucking time consumer. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing those towers.
oh, the towers.
Busy
That's
as
a whole.
fuck.
That's a whole other.
At least the girls do them
Yeah.
for the most part. You know what I mean? Because they have the time, but they're in your way.
Yeah.
And then they're there for that tower takes almost a minute, a little more to fill it. Some fucking things are huge. You know what I mean? And it just sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
tap
a whole
beer-
other thing. I mean, like, a fucking pint of beer takes what 10 seconds to
Yeah,
fill up.
that's
It's
not
bad.
that's
It's
not terrible. But when
Yeah.
you have 40 pints of beer, you know what I mean? When you have a whole crew ordering 10 beers of this kind or 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's time consuming. You know what I mean? You could make fucking a million drinks at the same time.
Right.
And your beer is not expensive. It's not like it's driving your fucking checkup.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that's gone. I'm hoping that the functionality, we get to go in there first, help
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah,
And,
Word.
I have high hopes. You know what I mean? Our regulars can't wait to come back. So
Good. Yeah, it'll be good.
they'll like it. I think they'll like it.
yeah.
Something different.
I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought about the live bar too, and I was like, you're going to be on call for almost 2 months. I know you don't
Cool.
care. He's
Sick.
like, I can build another sprinkler system.
Got a lot of shit I gotta do, dude.
A lot more building to do.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Scott. Damn it. I can't stop building shit,
Build things.
dude.
Does it drive you crazy when you build something and you have to take it apart to build something else?
What do you mean?
Like you took all that time to build the ice bath.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't need an ice bath anymore. I got this
Well,
cool ass shower.
Well, that I didn't really build. The ice bath I didn't build. I just bought it.
Yeah, but you kind of, you put time in it. You made a cover for it. All
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
That,
I'm
that,
just
that was
saying.
like nothing. Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, like, there's things that you like. What if you decide to move that garden or you don't want a garden anymore? You got to move all that shit.
oh no, that's
You're
all.
like,
That's
we're
that's
getting
all
there
her.
forever.
That's all Sarah's
That's
stuff.
permanent.
Yeah,
That's
they're
good.
not going anywhere.
That's permanent.
That's like her.
I like that she's into it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm
you,
doing a
you need
whole-
that. You need a daily. You need somebody that wants to do that every day, or at least
Yeah.
check on them every day.
Right.
Well, that's what.
Weed
That's
'em.
why I put that sprinkler. So the sprinkler
Yeah.
system's going to be like for the lawn, and then but I also set up a whole zone
Yeah.
for the drip.
That's what I mean. The
For
drip. Yeah.
like drip irrigation inside those beds.
Yeah.
And I ran a fixed line to my shower
For the
on the
Outside.
Yep.
Okay.
And I put a bid like a regular hose bib in too
Oh,
in on that side.
There you go.
So I got everything's done. I just gotta
I'm so shocked.
dude. I started going. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, if I'm gonna
You got to
Yeah,
do
I
it
mean,
right.
if
You
you're
want to
gonna
do
do
it
it-
right
yeah,
because
if
you
you're
don't
gonna
want to
do
do
it-
that again. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, why not
dude,
just
it
do
was
it all
so
the way?
digging those fucking trenches.
They got to be 6 inches, right? It's got to fucking
Yep.
and they're long and narrow.
Yep.
And it's like,
Yeah.
I went and rented a trencher for the actual yard itself.
yeah, well, you have to.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah.
I almost wish I'd done it by hand.
Why? Is it
Holy,
just
dude,
kept
that thing weighed like 1,000 pounds.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It just sounds like it's heavy. A trencher.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not even lying, bro. Trying to get that thing into my trailer alone. I had to call the kid over from next door. Like, yo, like TJ, can you help me fucking load this thing back in my trailer because I can't get it. My boots were wet, so I couldn't get a grip. I kept falling. I'm like, I'm gonna eat shit. So hard.
So how long is it gonna take to finish that sprinkler system?
I'm almost done. So I got the whole yard is ran.
Once you map it out and you do the digging, it's
just placing it.
It's placing it. Yeah,
you can put glue in the fucking PVC together. Stuff like that.
I used poly pipe instead of PVC because it's a little bit more forgiving. It's
well,
a little bit more. A little bit.
But they
more
call
flexible.
it the funny pipe too that you put in the actual sprinkler. So if you have to dig, because sometimes the ground settles and it'll sink, so you have to like dig it back up.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do
They
that.
do like a little funny pipe. It's like a rubber fucking hose. Basically.
I didn't use any of that. I just kind of hard lined it. So well, I can always lift them up if they need to come up or whatever. But I used like the poly pipe, so it's all like cinch clamps.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more forgiving because there's a lot of runs that weren't exactly couldn't be straight.
Yeah.
And the PVC is like real rigid.
Rigid.
So it has to be perfectly straight, otherwise you fuck it all up.
So how long has it taken you thus far?
I'm about 3 weeks in.
Wow.
No, 3 weeks total.
It's not like
I'm doing it every day.
Right. You obviously work.
You do it when you have time. And when it's sunny, it's been raining.
Yeah. Probably all in, I've gotten about 4 or 5 like good long days.
Yeah.
Okay.
By myself too. So
like you said, you have the patience. I mean, I'm like, motherfucker.
There's been plenty of them.
I throw shit.
I was
just get so mad. She's like, why'd you even start that? And I'm like, you told me to start it. And she was like, well, I told you not to start it today. And I was like, I told you I was going to do this one thing. It should have taken 10 minutes.
4 hours later.
Nothing ever takes what you think it's going to take.
No, dude, you have like 10. You have 10 fucking trips to fucking Home Depot. You're fucking. You're
next
short one tool.
What's next on the?
I don't know, dude.
Enjoy the summer.
She's got a list.
I'm like, enjoy the summer. That's
got a
next
list
on my
for me.
list.
Enjoy the summer. There you go. Yeah.
I don't know. But
That's good.
like I said, I don't feel bad for you because you start these things.
I know, I do it to myself.
Yeah. Look at how bad my grass is. I hired somebody. They gave me a quote. I accepted the quote. I haven't heard from them since. I'm like, what the fuck, man? My
How
shit's
long
looking
ago was
terrible. I'd say about 2 weeks now.
What are you trying to do?
I just want them to like. They're gonna even out. Like, there's so many like divots all of a sudden. They're gonna start to even out the backyard. They're gonna because last year we got an ordinance. I guess not all of Egg Harbor Township got this because he was surprised. But I got an ordinance to not use the sprinklers because remember we were going through heat wave after heat wave after heat wave.
Yeah.
So I got an ordinance that you can get fined if you water your lawn, and it killed all that front yard. Half of this backyard is all dead grass. So they're gonna what is that? The thatch. They're gonna dethatch, and and put some like good soil down and try to even out those divots because I have like one feels like a fucking sinkhole. Like you can stick a rod through there, it doesn't stop. Like
what?
But it's just a dip. I'm like somebody's gonna fucking fall through there. So
Quicksand,
he's gonna he's gonna like fix it up. And
remember
plus they're gonna cut
quicksand was everywhere, but it's nowhere.
Nowhere. It was on every video game. But they're gonna do that. They're gonna, cut it. I'm done. I don't want to cut lawns anymore. I don't want to cut my own lawn anymore.
Yeah.
I'm hiring somebody, do it. Just do it every week, whatever. But they haven't started. I'm like, hey, it hasn't rained in the last fucking 5 days. Where you at? I don't know, but
Yeah.
like I said, it was a nice chunk to start, and then I think they charge $45 a week to.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's like
That's the going
regular,
rate. And I
yeah.
don't have a huge yard. You know what I mean? And they don't have to cut that much. Like the goal is to have as little yard back there as possible. Like eventually, you want a kitchen, do the pool.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, man.
Very nice.
It's only us two. You know what I mean? And you want to be able to resell this place too. But I don't.
Yeah.
I have a good 20 years left in this place.
Just fucking rent it.
Yeah. I don't have to sell it, but
income.
it has to be like a good, place for a family.
Would you ever leave this area?
Yeah. I'll leave right now.
I would love to leave this area. I hate it. I like it in the summer.
It's like with Dave Chappelle. He's like, if a man could live in a cardboard box, if a woman could live in a cardboard box, a man would never buy a house.
It's true.
It's not if a man would live. If a woman would agree to live with me in a cardboard box, I'd never buy a house.
Like, had you ever thought about where you would want to go if you moved away from here? Or not really?
Somewhere hot.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't want to dry like Arizona, but
Yeah.
somewhere like warmer.
Down south.
Yeah, I don't want to be in Florida either.
I like South Carolina and Tennessee a lot.
I've never been.
North Carolina's good.
But yeah, those places, you know what I mean? Somewhere warm
Yeah.
where I can fucking just chill.
North Carolina's kind of cool because it's like, depending on where you're at, it's like that middle ground.
It's not super southern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not real, and you're still getting like the decent weather, especially in like the winter.
Yeah.
It's usually like in the 50s.
It's like the good
Right.
racism.
It's like the good racism. I don't know. Now it's like North Carolina's pretty like there's so many fucking transplants down there.
It's like the good one. It's like you need a black guy to reach that because I can't reach that. That's like the good racism. Get a black guy to jump up there and grab
That's a
that.
good one.
Grab that.
That is the good racism.
It's the good racism.
Oh my God.
Get a black guy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's good, yo. I like
It's
that.
true. But you know, I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be somewhere warm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
You say not Florida?
not Florida. I don't want to
Too
be in
hot?
Florida. There's too
Or-
hot. There's too many people.
Yeah,
There's just
Florida's
fucking-
is crazy now.
Florida
Sucks.
is like no one,
I wouldn't-
everyone's from here.
Every podcast, every
Somebody
successful
from Florida.
podcast is in Texas, so you don't want to go to Texas.
Every what?
Every successful podcast is in Texas, so everybody's moving to Texas. I don't want to go to Texas.
Especially Austin.
Yeah. I want to go somewhere like, you know, low key. Like
Yeah.
nobody talks about like Alabama,
There's a
Louisiana.
reason. I'm talking about Alabama.
But you know, if you're in the
I'm
northern,
gonna keep my black ass out of Alabama.
but if
That's what I'm
you know the
gonna do,
northern
yeah.
the northern borders of those states, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
so funny. It's
Somewhere
like,
warm, but I mean, like I said, my parents are thinking of coming up here, right? Puerto Rico. They want us to keep the house.
oh, they're thinking about moving.
Yeah, they're getting older. They're not driving at night. You know, they're gonna start to need, you know, and they already agreed. Like my brother's gonna take care of them. You know what I mean? In the Violent house, so they're coming up to redo that,
Okay.
and we're gonna Airbnb it for the time being. You know what I mean? And then hopefully enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that shit forever.
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
want to keep it forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's generational. You know what I mean? Give it to fucking our nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Enjoy the house. Keep it as an income. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, make money from it.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
people, especially being where it is, and
Yeah.
Yep. Little cash flow.
yeah.
That's it, man.
You ever think about leaving, or you like that? You like?
Oh, I definitely want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to.
We're
retire
trapped.
here.
You told
Yeah,
we
dude.
said it last podcast. We're trapped here.
Yeah.
We can't buy another house like this.
No.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking make the income I'm making now almost anywhere else. I mean,
Right.
it would be hard.
Yeah, I'm saying like once I'm talking about retirement.
What you're still trapped? Do you think in retirement?
No.
Yeah.
Once that's what I'm saying. Like
once you retire,
the only reason, I wouldn't stay here unless I had like I know Sarah's gonna want to be close to the kids.
Yeah.
So we're kind of whatever they start to fucking do. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know where they end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they're all over the fucking United States, it doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Especially
yeah,
with
yeah.
like that's a Caden.
He's going to Florida, right? He's dead set.
Well, I told you got a SEAL contract, right?
No.
Yeah,
What's the
you got a SEAL contract.
to be a Navy SEAL?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
So
here.
he goes. Yeah, he's
Holy
shipping out
shit.
next month.
What?
Wow.
Are you on
Holy
a bud?
shit.
So he goes right from basic into buds.
Woo! Fire. though.
Jesus
Going for it, dude.
Christ.
He's been training his fucking ass
Good.
off
Good, man.
for it. He's been working with a former SEAL down in
Right.
Delaware. He goes down to Delaware like once or twice a week to train with this guy
okay.
who does
Oh,
like
that's
all
awesome.
the PT qualifications and everything like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then so he knows exactly what it is, how hard, you know.
I think his body's fine. It's his mind. That
No,
we're
no,
gonna
no.
see.
But you still have to train for it. You know what I mean, like there's no
Dude,
way
of course.
you can make
can't
it
just
through.
fucking walk
Yeah,
through
you're
it.
not
You know what I mean?
walking on. Yeah.
But your mind has to be fucking.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that'll
Tough.
get forged real quick.
Yep. I think the last class, this is fucking crazy. 14 out of 170 made it.
yeah, dude. You don't think? I thought it'd be lower with these
Dude.
fucking
Go ring that fucking bell.
But I mean, what you also
with
have
these
to realize,
fucking kids that we have here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we also have to realize too is that some like not all of that was just people quitting. A lot of it had to do with probably injury.
Injuries and shit like
I
that.
mean,
Yeah, I'm
that's a
sure.
common thing that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
So
yeah.
that's a lot.
That's
It's a lot.
That's a way higher.
I bet you. Yeah, I
number.
bet you like
That would piss me
80%.
off.
I bet you 80% of the people that quit are like
That's
because
a
it's due
number.
to injury. You're
No,
probably
I'm saying
happy as fuck.
80%. That's the number that usually doesn't make it.
Overall.
20% overall
Wow.
make it.
Okay, so
Out of
what
100,
I'm,
20
what I'm
people
saying
make
is out of the people that don't make it, 80% is probably injury. Is what I'm saying. Out of the people
Out
that
of
don't,
the ones that don't make
you
it.
don't think it's that high? I think injury's high.
No, I'm saying injury's high, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't fucking realize how much it sucks.
Oh, I'm sure,
Yeah.
dude. The first fucking, what is it? The 7 days that you don't sleep?
The hell week, yeah.
That
Yeah.
cold water shit'll do you in.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
said that's like the main thing is just getting.
You're
into that
shaking.
They
You
break
can't
water.
fuck-
they
break
literally
you.
Yeah.
mentally break you.
Right.
That's
They
the whole
have
point.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
They have to. You have to get completely broken down
And
psychologically,
built back up. Yeah.
and they need to know that even when you're completely broken down psychologically,
There's still
that
something
there's
there.
still something in you.
Yep. David Goggins talks about
How
that.
fucking crazy about that? How crazy is that?
It's like when you
Dude,
think you're
when
at
you
zero, like there's another reservoir. You just don't know how to tap into it.
Yeah.
You're never at zero. Even if you feel like you're about to die, there's something else there. You just got to figure out how to access
there.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which
I think
is
there's a
crazy,
switch.
dude.
There's a
Like-
switch in your brain that happens. Because I read Can't Hurt
Me.
Can't Hurt Me, right?
Yeah.
And his happened. I think his happened when they had to hold their breath and untie themselves.
Yeah.
And he kept fucking giving up, and they were like, "You're never gonna make it." And then
Yeah.
he did it down, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not. I set myself. I'm not gonna do this until I think they have to untie themselves." And
Yeah,
then,
I forget what it is.
like,
I had to reread it, but
yeah, so he did it. He slowed everything down in his mind, and
Yep.
took it off, and then he just stared at his coach until he went up. How fucking creepy is that? In the same like,
that's so.
yeah, because his coach would be like,
I
you're not
remember
gonna do
reading
this.
that.
You're not gonna do this. So he's like, I did it, and now I'm gonna stay here until you go up. And he went up, and he stayed there a little longer.
That
and then
type of
went up.
shit makes me want to just fucking run through shit, dude.
To where he had to, because he did it 3 times.
Yeah.
He got
Yep.
sent home for injury twice. And then the third time, he would have gotten sent home if he didn't do what he did. He duct taped his ankles to where he had to run with his hips. He was like, my hip hinges was moving my legs because my knees were fucked up and my ankles were
He's
fucked
a
up.
different
He had to
dude,
duct tape them shits and basically run stiff-legged those miles.
Oh my god,
Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
But that's the type of motherfucker
I mean,
you
the dude,
are.
That's
the dude,
it, bro.
the
That's
dude
it,
lost
man.
100 pounds in 6 weeks with no stretch marks, no fucking hanging skin, nothing. He would eat a banana and he would work out with almost no weights, right?
Yeah.
He would do no weights and he would do 100 reps. Bench, just the bar, 100 reps. Do this, 100 reps, 100 reps, 100 reps. 6 times. So he's doing 600 reps of everything in one day. And then while he was reading, studying, he bought a stationary bike to do his homework on, to trying to lose that 100 pounds. It's fucking insane, dude's
Different,
insane.
bro.
He was already different. Like, but that was
Yeah.
before. That was trying to get into the SEAL program.
Yeah.
That he had
Dude.
he had a different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His shit was different anyway. But
He
yeah.
even says too, and I like this part. He's like, I'm not telling you guys to go about
the way I
things
did.
the way I did. He's like, he's like, I'm obviously fucked up. I have like permanent fucked up injuries and shit from going so hard. He was like, but you want to have the mindset though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, you need to be,
you want to have like that bulletproof, like you can't break me.
That's the thing. He's like, you got to reach your full potential by
I'll
hacking your mind.
Like I'll die
Yeah.
before I get broken. Yeah, type shit.
And that's what the dude said. He was like, I was willing to drown
Yeah.
before that coach.
Yeah.
Like I was willing to drown in there. But he was like, once that switch hit, it was easy. He said, I didn't need air. It was fucking weird, dude. Like I was like, what the fuck? Just said everything was slow and clear and fucking, and then
Yeah.
he's been, chasing that dragon ever since.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
with the running and
That's
let
why
me
he-
see what my
Yep.
mind can do. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Who's this guy?
David Goggins.
Oh, Goggins.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
he's a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
animal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you ever read that book, Can't Hurt Me, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Goggins he's a different human being.
Yeah.
He really is.
And his shitty life, shitty dad, fucking,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. It went into making a fucking mentally invincible person, dude. like it's crazy.
I think about him a lot when I'm towards the end of my sauna and I'm like, I just want to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I call myself a fucking pussy.
Yep.
You have to be mean to yourself.
Got to conquer your inner bitch.
Yeah,
I did that. I listened.
But also not pass out.
Also not die.
Like-
Also not die.
like, hold
I
on.
could
I
just
can't
not
die.
move. I could die here.
I did piss myself.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I was
That's
listening
not
to him.
That's not good. You fucking.
No,
You're
That's
fucking,
not good. My body's expelling everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, you're dying,
it's
bro.
like, dude, make a move because I'm going to start making them for you.
Go in there, hose that down.
No, I got
Don't go in
out.
the. He's like, don't go in the sauna yet.
I got out before I pissed myself.
Oh, okay.
Actually, as I got out, I pissed myself. It's like, oh my God.
That's so crazy.
Well, and that was the
wild.
craziest part. There was nothing coming out.
Oh, well, you
I
don't
was
have
so
any.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
But
That's
I felt like I was
scary,
pissing.
dude.
I'm like, I better sit down.
That's some scary shit. I was listening to that shit when I was doing I did 75 hard in 2019.
You were listening to Can't Hurt Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit. Yeah.
It blows your mind, man. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, help me push through. Yeah. Yep.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy to think that
I gotta get ready to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, let's wrap it up. This has been the Point Raid Podcast.
Yeah.
I am Bert,
Shaba.
Balls.
and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully more often.
Yes.
Peace. Holla.
Instate on decision. Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire drum and bass, how we mash up the place, how we turn